So in this video, I would like to tell you a bit about where I stand today. At this stage of my career, I have very few obligations, and that equals freedom in my life or in my society. I have obligations to my two small kids. I have obligations to my wife. But even my wife is fairly independent. She has her own job, her own career, earns her own money. And in my country, there's a lot of divorces, so women are quite independent. So that means that I'm independent too. I have very few obligations, and that gives me a sense of freedom. It is a paradox, I know, and to many people around the world that may seem a bit strange because we know from traditional tribes that that's actually the opposite. Happiness comes from connecting, being part of a network. So I guess my tribe of Western managers are a bit special in that sense. I have no Kwanzi that I need to support, or I don't owe anybody anything except for my killed children and my wife, and these are the people I owe everything. Of course, I have a larger family, and of course, I am connected to them, but it's not that part. That's a big part of my daily life. I must admit. I'm a bit sad to admit it, but that's the truth. So I care, but I don't take care of people besides my children. And I would have the same way with my employees. I care about them, but I don't take care of them. They're independent people and they take care of themselves. And the reason why they do that is that we live in a society with a welfare system. So I pay the taxes, and then the government, with the tax money, takes care of people who get unemployed or sick or whatever could happen. So in that sense, everybody's taken care of. It's just not me who does it. I pay the bill and the government does it. A few other words about my society. We are very stress conscious and leading to focus on life of work-life balance. That's a big issue this year. It's an issue because of all the women working, but it's also a change of values among men. They want to spend more time with their kids and their families and friends and have more spare time. So it makes us very, very conscious about our time. My time is the most precious resource I have. It's not my money, it's my time. So the way I spend the time and any task, trivial task I can minimize, the better. I'm really careful about spending my time. But that's also a bit stressing, I must admit, because time is always a factor in my life. So that creates a bit of stress to be so careful about time instead of just relaxing and let time pass and have good time for conversations and all that. In my country, we have no poor people. As I said, the government took care of that through the high taxes we pay. So that leaves me with a good sense of being a good citizen through my tax payments. I have very few role models, I must admit. I thought about that, but I can't come up with anybody. I have my earlier bosses in Accenture. They were very good people. I learned a lot from them, but I don't see them as a role model. I have no politicians or kings or historical persons I look up to as role models. So in that way, I'm fairly independent, just doing my own style as good as I can. But it makes me wonder, do I have any pride? What am I proud of? And I guess I'm not that proud a person. I'm pragmatic. I'm not very proud about my country or my family or who I am. I'm pretty flexible. Um, so what I'm proud of is actually things connected to myself and my family, the close family, my wife and kids. I'm proud of them, and I'm proud of my results, my achievements, and that's about it. So that was a picture of where I stand in the society today. And I hope you can see some patterns here that maybe can help you better understand how people from my tribe behave and lead. Thank you.